Hi everyone. Sorry it's been such a long time since I last did a video. I've just been busy with things, but I hope you're all well. Now, in my last few videos I was talking about the connection between the Minoans and the Atlanteans. There are all sorts of theories about the origin of Plato's story of Atlantis. Now, my view is that it definitely comes from twisted and distorted accounts of the Minoan civilization. So in my last few videos I've looked at a few pieces of evidence for that, a few connections between the Minoans and the Atlanteans. So this video I want to continue that like I said I would all those months ago. So again, like I said then, I'm not going to talk about a specific aspect of the island of Thera or anything like that. I'm going to talk about something very fundamental to do with the Minoans in general. And this is something which, unfortunately, has been missed by almost everyone who writes about this theory online. It's quite tragic, really, because if you just base your evaluation of this theory, that the Atlanteans are the Minoans, on what you read online, you're going to be missing out on a lot of the evidence. So here's one key bit of evidence, in my opinion, which I think is very important to listen to. So, according to Plato, the chief god of the Atlanteans was Poseidon. In fact, they were said to have had a temple dedicated to Poseidon and his lover. So, did the Minoans worship Poseidon? Was Poseidon the chief god of the Minoans? Because if you think about it, in all these various different settlements and civilizations that are claimed to have been the Atlanteans, pretty much no one talks about which gods they worshipped. I've never actually heard anyone use that as a piece of evidence that a particular nation were the Atlanteans. These people worship Poseidon as their chief god, just like Plato said. I've never had anyone say that about any claimed origin of Atlantis. But when it comes to the Minoans, this is in fact the case. There's a little glimpse of this in some Greek records that describe Minos, the king of the Minoans, the king of Crete, offering a sacrifice to Poseidon every year. There are records of that, but archaeology has settled the case. Archaeology has proven that an early form of the god Poseidon, under the name Poseidon or something like that, with a T instead of an S, he was the chief god of the Minoans. And then this god spread to the Mycenaean Greeks, and then the later Greeks, where he became known under the name Poseidon with an S. But nonetheless, it's the same god. So the Minoans did in fact worship as their chief god the exact same god whom the Atlanteans were said to have worshipped according to Plato. So that seems like a pretty big deal, because it's not like there were many nations around the Mediterranean or around the world who worshipped Poseidon as their chief god. That's quite a defining feature. And next time, because I want to keep this video fairly short, next time I want to have a look at the temple of Poseidon that the Atlanteans were said to have had, because that's something else which the Minoans have a fantastic fit for, which again many people fail to mention when they argue for this theory. But it's very important, it's very significant. So next time we'll have a look at that, the temple of Poseidon, and how that matches the Minoans. See you then.